Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Remember, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another HABS Daily News with your hockey coach, Guru Coach Frenchie. Today, episode number 92. We're going to talk about the Montreal Canadiens salary cap by number. I'm going to show to you guys front graphic how and why the Montreal Canadiens are the worst team in NHL about the salary cap. Then I'm going to talk about briefly about the World Junior Championship start tomorrow. Then finally, at the end of the episode, I'm going to talk about the NHL news today. Don't go nowhere. But before we start, you know the drill. Please don't forget to click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey Nation Live Show, and below this video, tell me comments about the episode number 92. And let's dive in and talking about the first news of the day. So the first news of the day, guys, about the HABS salary cap by number. You know, follow me, how much I love numbers, analytics in hockey. And today I want to give you another way to understand the salary cap and the reason why the Montreal Canadiens right now are maybe the worst team with their salary cap. So let's dive in with the first thing I want to talk about is the salary cap table. So the first graphic is about each player. And I apologize, the number are lower. I don't want to put bigger, so maybe you can stop the video looking, but this gives you an idea what they look like, the Montreal Canadiens, each players. From the top, carry price, how much you make, the sign-on bonus, the total salary, and then adjustment cap hit. That's really what you need to focus in now, because this is the AAV of the each players and the percentage of the cap, and the note at the end, it's about the clause they have for the contract. So you can see the 23 players on the roster for the Montreal Canadiens from the top to the bottom. The sign-on bonus is one they get every year. They gave them the bonus in September. Then you have the performance bonus. They give the money at the July 1st. And every players, usually they are, this kind of performance is more about the rookies or the players sign their first entry-level contract. That's what we get on that graphic, and you can see from the top to the bottom. The next graphic I want to talk about, guys, is the buyout cap. If you want to accumulate all the money Montreal has on the salary cap, this is a great way. The buyout cap, they still pay for the one more year now, Alexandre, at $833,000. And then total salary cap max is this year in NHL is $82,500. The salary cap floor, the minimum a team has to carry on all year long is $61 million, and average adjustment is at minus $1.13. Now, if you can see the Montreal adjustment salary cap at the bottom here, active contract, the base is at $69 million. The signing bonus, most of this coming from carry price. The performance bonus coming for the rookie like Caulfield, Safkowski, and the rest. The total salary right now is at $80,000 million. And then the caps total is at $80 million. Of course, adjustment cap total is $80 million. You have to add the 800 for Alexandre. That's keep them right now a total of 81.1. They have only $248,000 free for the salary cap. And I'm going to give you a little bit more information how they can open up more money in the next couple of minutes. Now, when I want to finish this part of the salary cap table is the players 2022-2023 for the Montreal Canadiens are not on the roster players. So they are usually the NHL prospect or the player they little bit more like a veteran, probably an American Hockey League. It does give you the salary they have from base salary, the signing bonus, and the performance bonus. Some of them has it, and the total salary they can get if they play on the pro level, American Hockey League or the East Coast Hockey League. And this is at the end, their total cap hit and the adjustment cap hit. Now, I want to move on, guys, on the contract active players the Montreal Canadiens have on their roster. It's going to be quick on that one there. It's not much adjustment. This is the 23 player they have. This can give you their age, the experience in NHL, the contract term, how long they signed, the longevity, like 8 years, 7 years, 6 years, the average salary, this is the AAV, and when they expire, you can see like carry price 2026, and you can see each player for that one there. I just want to sharing this under the table of the salary cap. Let's move on now for the multiple years salary. A little bit more deep on the salary cap for the Montreal Canadiens. Let's dive in right now on this one. I apologize, it's a short one over there, but that gives you an idea for each players, how much money they get per year, and with a contract close they get per year, of course, and when they become a RFA or a UFA, and this is honestly the roster cap figure. I can maybe go this way, and I can show you a little bit better from the top here, from Suzuki, Gallagher, Anderson, and they are for forward who makes the much money. And then you can go on the defenseman right here, and then you can go for the goaltender for the Montreal Canadiens at the bottom right there. So they give you an idea what it look like per year for the next couple of years for the Montreal Canadiens. And then on this subject of the multiple year salary, this is per year, the total cap allocation, and then how many players they have right now signed for 22-23 is 41. The limit is 50. The total for the forward is 51 million. Defenseman 14 million, and the goaltending is 14 million. And the buyout, of course, Alexandre is still there at $800,000. Now, the next one I want to talk about is the positional spending by position. So that gives you another way to understand that one. The goaltending, they have 3 players right now on the roster of Montreal Canadiens. It's $14 million. That's the cap is a 17.7%. Honestly, in NHL, the average for have a great salary cap team template is about $7-8 million max. Forward, $51 million, 63.49. Not too bad overall, but still, that's a lot of money. The right wing at 4 position at $16 million, 20%. This is the position where they have most money after the center. Left wing is at $15 million, 19%. Center, $19 million at 23, and the defenseman, guys, really low at $14 million, 17%. That gives you another way of the full roster per position. Now, on that way, I want to mention to you is the salary cap per players per position with the age, the total cap, the adjustment cap, and the percentage of each players. So we just saw the position now I'm telling you per players, and you can see which position they are. That give you an idea. I can do exactly what I did earlier. I can increasing that one there. This is the forward right there. What the ski contract will now hit almost 10% of the salary cap for the Montreal Canadiens. Gallagher is 7.9. So when you evaluate this, you have to say, okay, Ski, this is your best players. That's why you should get a percentage. Is it Gallagher? It is. No problem. Anderson, is it? No problem. Dwayne, is it? No problem. And I can go all the way like that. And that's what make the team on the health or not on the salary cap, and give you an idea of the goaltending situation. Carey Price is 13% of the salary cap, and right now it does not perform at the level what the Montreal should want him to perform. Then, but what happening now to open up money for the team? But a lot of people said, oh, why not to go with a buyout players? But I will give you how this can hurt a team when you buy out players. Let's talking about Joel Armia. Armia have an average $3.4 million AAV per season. He still have to carry on 3 years of his contract. The rule in NHL, guys, it is this way. At age of 30, players buyout will be of the 3%, or sorry, 66% of his salary remaining due is $11.6 million. This will result a total buyout at $7.7 million with a base salary of a $1.88 over each of the next 6 years. His AAV is at 3.4. I'm going to go down. I'm going to push back this way over there. I'm going to try to get a little bit bigger. So if you buy him out, Montreal Canadiens for the first year is at 1.6 buyout on the salary cap. Then he have minus $100,000. But then the following 4 years, 800,000, 1.2, 1.2, 1.2. So they have to carry on the money of the Joel Armia for 6 years. Yes, they save 1.7 and 3.5 after that, and then 2.5, but after that, they don't save anymore. They have to add more. So it's a risk to do this. What they have more on the salary cap if they buy out Joel Armia for this year is only 1.2. That's not helping them to sign Kirby Dak. And the reason you have him with 3 years with full salary for the remaining of his contract, you always to multiply by 2 the longevity of the buyout for any players when you buy out players in NHL. Now let's move on to Paul Biron. Paul Biron have only 1 year. He's 33 years old, so 66% have to buy him out. And because he carry on a 3.4 AAV for 1 more year, his base salary is at 2.8. But what happening? So the Montreal Canadiens right now, if they buy him out, they're going to save 1.8, and they have to put 1.5 on the AAV for this year. And next year, they have to put a $900,000 on this one. Biron is more accessible, a better advantage to buy him out versus Armia. I don't know if the Montreal Canadiens going to do this. That's the only way you can do it. Other fact you can open up is make some trade. That would be the best way to do that. Or if you have a player on your roster, if the 2 ways contract, that helping the Montreal save some money on the salary cap. So that gives you guys an idea how the salary cap the Montreal Canadiens is at this moment. And then I want to mention this. It's not a good news. From the Atlantic, they consider the Montreal Canadiens the worst team in NHL with a minus D. That's what they are. A lot of work to do for Ken Hughes. They pick up a team where Marc Bergevin did not do well on the salary cap, and they pay the price right now, and they have to figure out for the next couple of months until they move to another direction next year. They have to find the way to drop some salary cap at some point during the off season or during the season. Let's move on now, guys, for the next news in NHL. Here we go, guys. The next news about the World Junior Championship 2022 start August 9. So tomorrow, all the team will be in action for this tournament. We know the tournament was canceled last December because of the COVID-19, and they thought the IIHF to do another tournament, and they select this month to do this. Of course, all the team or countries are not full roster like they was in December, but still have some country have a great players going to follow up during the weeks. I invite you to watching this on the TSN in Canada or on the NHL network for the World Junior Championship. Of course, the Hockey Nation Live show is going to give you all the update every single day. Let's move on now for the last news of the day. Next news of the day is NHL news today. We know it's all about the signature and the trade. Today we have only one signature. The Winnipeg Jets signed the 26 years old Mason Appleton a 3-year contract at 2.1 AAV per year, a total of $6.3 million. The 26 years old Appleton played 68 games last year, has 8 goals, 13 assists for a total of 21. A couple of years ago, it was a solid line between Appleton, Laurie, and Andrew Copp. That's conclude, guys, all the NHL news today for the HABS Daily News. And that's it. That's conclude, guys, the episode number 92 for the HABS Daily News. We talk about the salary cap for the Montreal Canadiens by number. Until the next time, we want to remind you, don't forget to click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey Nation Live show, and leave me a comments below this video. And of course, you have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, beautiful day, everybody.